After this I saw another angel coming down from heaven, having great authority, and the heaven was illumined with his splendor. He called out with a mighty voice, "Fallen, fallen, Babylon the Great! It has become a dwelling place of demons, a haunt of every foul spirit, a haunt of every foul bird, a haunt of every foul and hateful beast. For all the nations have fallen from the wine of the wrath of her prostitution, and the kings of the earth have engaged in sexual immorality with her, and the merchants of the earth have grown rich from the power of her luxury." Then I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, so that you do not take that part in her sins, and so that you do not share in her plagues, for her sins are heaped high as heaven. And God has remembered her iniquities, rendered to her as herself has rendered, and repay her double for her deeds, mix a double dose for her in the cup she mixed. As she glorified herself and mixed luxuriously, so give her a like measure of torment and grief, since in her heart she says, I rule as a queen, I am no widow, I will never see grief. Therefore her plagues will come in a single day, pestilence and mourning and famine, and she will be burned with fire. For mighty is the Lord God who judges her. And the kings of the earth, who engaged in sexual immorality and lived in luxury with her, will weep and wail over her when she see the smoke of her burning. They will stand far off in fear of her torment and say, Alas, the great city, Babylon the mighty city! For in 1 hour your judgment has come, and the merchants of the earth weep and mourn for her, since no one buys her cargo any more. Cargo of gold, silver, jewels, and pearls, and fine linen, purple, silk, and scarlet, all kinds of scented wood, all articles of ivory, all articles of costly wood, bronze, iron, and marble, cinnamon, spice, incense, myrrh, frankincense, wine, olive oil, choice flour and wheat, cattle and sheep, horses and chariots, slaves and human lives. The fruit of which your soul longed has come from you, and all your delicacies and your splendor are lost to you, never to be found again. The merchants of these wares, who grew wealthy from her, will stand far off in fear of her torment, weeping and mourning aloud. Alas, alas, the great city, clothed in fine linen, in purple and scarlet, adorned with gold, with jewels, and with pearls. For in 1 hour all this wealth has been waylaid, and all shipmasters and seafarers, sailors, and all whose trade is on the sea, stood far off, and cried out as they saw the smoke of her burning. What city was like the great city? And they threw dust on their heads as they wept and mourned, crying out, Alas, alas, the great city, where all who had ships at sea grew rich by her wealth. For in 1 hour she has been laid waste. Rejoice over her, O heaven, you saints and apostles and prophets, for God has condemned her condemnation of you. Then a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and threw it into the sea, saying, With such violence, Babylon the great city will be thrown down, and will be found no more. And the sound of harpists and entertainers and of flutists and trumpeters will be heard in you no more, and an artisan of any trade will be found in you no more. And the sound of the millstone will be heard in you no more, and the light of a lamp will shine on you no more, and the voice of the bridegroom and bride will be heard in you no more. For your merchants were the magnates of the earth, and all the nations were deceived by your sorcery. And in you was found the blood of prophets and of saints, and of all who have been slaughtered on earth.